The fundamental unit of any programming language is a variable. And a variable is just a representation of a segment of your computer's memory that is storing something. And the utility of this is most obvious when you see it in action. So if I just type in the number 5 right here, that 5 represents itself right there, and that's it. So like if I want to print the number 5, I can say print 5. And if I run this on my command line, then you can see I print out the number 5. And that's great, but if I want to reference that again, I actually can't. When I say print 5 again, this is a different 5. And so my computer needs that one and that one in order to run this script. So I can run it again and I'll get 2 5s, but each one only exists for the period of time that it is being printed, and then it stops existing. So what we can do instead is we can say something along the lines of x equals 5. Now I have dedicated a particular space of memory in my computer to store this number 5. And I can come down here and say print x. And when I print x, I get the same output. I get my 5, but I can reference it as many times as I want. I can print it twice. So what this has done is dedicate some of my computer's memory to storing 5. That way I can manipulate 5, I can reference 5, I can do whatever I want with this one particular instance of my 5. So for example, after printing it the first time, I can say x equals x plus 1. And that's just going to add 1 to the value of 5. I can also write this more succinctly by saying plus equals 1. And so what this will do is print 5, 6. And now 6 is stored in the variable x. So variables allow me to store and manipulate data over time. And I can't do that with just a standalone 5. Unlike most programming languages, Python's use of variables is dynamic. So I can say x equals 5 here, and then I can say x equals hello down there. And Python will automatically change the type of information that I'm storing. So to make this clear, let's compare it to C++, where I would have to say int x equals 5. So that declares x as a variable with a type of integer and a value of 5. So if I come down here and try and change what is stored in x to this, which is a string, then I will get an error in the C++ language. However, in Python, the data type of any given variable is not static. So I, in fact, can change 5 to hello in this example. So let's go ahead and print all this out so you can see it. And it will print 5 and then hello. So it is fine for me to change the type of data I am storing in a variable. And this is unlike most programming languages. Now, it does come with a drawback in that every time I run this, the computer is going to have to figure out what type of information I am storing in a variable. So here, the computer will have to determine that I am storing an integer in this variable. And then down here, it will have to determine that I am storing a string in this variable. So that extra processing time to figure out what type of data comes at the cost of speed. In most applications, you won't notice this difference, but in certain instances, such as mining a blockchain, the extra processing time really makes a difference. So that is just basically how to use variables in Python, and in the next video, we are going to talk about how you will store more than one value in a single variable. So if this video was useful for you, please leave a like. It helps me grow the channel and it will help other people find the video. And again, if you would like to see these tools used in a broader context, I recommend checking out my Developer Diary series, where I am working long-term on big projects and actually putting these tools to use. So thank you for watching, I hope you learned something, and I will see you in the next one.